But instead, TNC... Ooh, this is... Alright. So they pick the Shadow Fiend. This is looking like an insanely dangerous Shadow Fiend game to me. They're still going to try for it here. That Lightning Storm slow is not going to be enough. Let's head up. DJ thinking about the wraparound from behind. They're even going to glyph the wave. Armel should know that they're eager for him here, and he's getting completely surrounded. There's no TP now from the Slardar to help him out. Dragon Tail, follow-up stuns more than enough. And Fnatic will end up getting that kill. TNC, they really want to fire back. They want this kill onto Envy, but he's pretty tanky. The Sand King's going to come TPing in. They don't know that DJ doesn't actually have any mana. They're afraid of getting burrow struck under the tower, but that TP is still going to be enough to scare them away. Alright. So Armel gonna get slowed down a bit. That's certainly gonna help Abed here. They're still going for Envy up here at top. TNC are looking bloodthirsty, doing decent damage. DJ is gonna get one of the mangoes off of Envy so that he can get a burrow strike to open up some space. He gets a two-man burrow out, but looks like Envy's just gonna get right-click down. One more touch, and now Tim's with the crush. They're looking for DJ as well, blocking him in. No burrow to escape. Looks like he should just get right-click to death at this point. Burrow strike's gonna get him a tiny bit further away, perhaps. Trying to salve up. There's the burrow. Tim's, is he fast enough to close the gap here? He isn't, but Sam H is, and the Void will finish the kill. Given that he does have the Slardar on his side, so maybe like SNY, BKB, something along those lines. Paladai looking for the backstab, but they're also getting Tim's rotating across. They want this kill onto Abed, and also Cuckoo comes TPing in. They've got the Sprout set up. Abed cuts his way through, and now he's in a little bit of trouble. He still had that last raise, but he couldn't get it off. Tim's diving a bit too far, and Fnatic just going to bring numbers. They've got all these stuns. They've got a hasted Universe to keep on chasing down Cuckoo, and TNC will get punished this time around for the dive. One more swipe does it. Universe finds the double kill. Fnatic not letting TNC get away with these aggressive moves in the early game. Still daytime for another minute and a half. He's used the darkness already. They popped that for that mid gank. And now Fnatic are just going to be able to take out this tier 1 tower pretty much completely for free. Nice deny from Cuckoo. Universe going to drop the roar down onto Sam H. Paladai's a little bit further away, but the Sprout actually might be Sam H's undoing. He gets slowed down. He's trying to dodge the stun, but the auto attacks are enough. Cuckoo going to go for the TP out. Raven now getting jumped up top. The Phantasm gets popped, and Envy gets lucky. He's got all 3 illusions. Raven does manage to jump himself away, but they're still chasing. They've got another stun and another stun. Raven, though, has his teammates here now. DJ going to get crushed. They've also got the dust. This might be the turnaround that TNC were looking for. They're chasing in, but Raven can't afford to fight up against Envy here. He gets brought down. They do have the Corrosive Haze on him. DJ stun another couple of seconds. Needs to be careful, though. Might just have to run this one off. Burrow strike away. He still gets caught, though. And one more raise from Armel finishes him. Though that was the PA traded away for the Sand King. So they need those tier 1s. They need the map control. They need the control over the Roshan pit. They need those items. Right now, it's just not working. Universe, they're going to try and go on him. He's fairly tanky. They do also have the TP coming in from Cuckoo. He's got that medallion. They've got tons of damage with the Corrosive Haze. Universe going to do everything that he can. Gets the Roar pushback. One more auto attack is going to do it. Sam H finishes him off with the Void. Nobody coming over to help, so Armel does have to be suspicious that there's something happening over at the mid lane. He wants to get this pushed out. TNC still have not taken a tier 1 tower just yet. And they really want top. They found Envy over in the trees. Tim's running around, gets the crush out. They've got Universe TPing in. DJ with the burrow strike, trying to go into Sam H. He's now going to get roared up as well. Trouble for Armel as he does get jumped. Sam H almost getting right-click down, but he's still fairly tanky. He's got that VIP booster, and a nice crush from Tim's. Catches onto 3. Paladai going to get brought down by the Requiem and the auto attacks. Armel able to keep on pressing forward. He's doing so much damage in this fight, and the rest of his team is here to help him out. Fnatic not bringing all of the numbers to this one, and TNC are swarming them. Universe should also be brought down. Armel finds the triple. And looks like TNC should be able to grab this first tier 1 tower of the game for themselves. That is just kind of the lineup that TNC are playing, so we'll see how it works out. If he can get a one-shot on somebody important at the beginning of a fight, that would be huge. Armel just barely getting the blink away. Split second. Abed's still hunting for him, though. Gonna get the Dragon Tail out. Now Paladai able to close the gap. Universe also has the Roar if they need it, and they're not gonna risk anything here. Committing all of those stuns. This was my concern for the Shadow Fiend in this game. Like, doesn't have that level 15 talent just yet. TNC, they want the Roshan so badly, but the Hawk is scouting it all the while. So they can't afford to sneak it. They just have to go and find a kill. Sam H needs to be the one to lead things off. They're going to look towards Universe. So they have the detection. They've got Dust. And they've got Sentries. Universe going to get jumped. And very quickly right-click down. They've got so much minus armor. Pyke will try and compensate for that a little bit, buying his own medallion, but they can't get into the pit just yet, and the Roshan is dropping fast. Sam H still running interference. DJ trying to get in from the other side, but Tim's using that max sprint to run circles around the Roshan pit, and they will secure it. So now the question becomes, can TNC go and take another fight? Abed did opt to finish the full Silver Edge here, so that is the plan versus the PA. He's gonna get run into. Can they burst him? There's the Yules. Will they try for the Requiem Bomb? They will, and he is in big trouble. Abed, I don't know, should have anticipated that they were going to come down here and try and push out bottom, but dangerous move. But a successful pickoff here would buy them the remainder of this Aegis, and they have so many disables. Running over to the shrine is a little bit touch and go. Tims is going to get jumped though up on the high ground, and there's no way that he makes it out of this. Fnatic annihilate him, and now they're looking for more. They've actually spotted Cuckoo on the other side. Pilot Eye just going for the solo kill, and he runs him down. Oh boy. With their 10-second BKBs, initiation is always going to matter for a lot, which is where the Hawk and the Treant and all this other shenanigans are going to matter. Sam H is going to put his body on the line as he runs up on the front lines here. Does have a dust, spots Abed. Gives him a little tickle, but Abed's right underneath his tower here. I don't think he's in too much danger. Tims wants to follow it up, though. They get the roar now onto the slaughter. Abed pops his BKB, and in comes DJ with the two-man Burrow Strike and Epicenter. Sam H dropping quickly, but he's still pretty tanky with the Crimson Guard pop, and now it's TNC's turn. They've got the slightly longer BKBs, popping them a little bit later in the fight. Raven still wants to chase, but he can't do it, and now it's Envy's turn to jump in. He's looking on the back lines. They've killed off the secondary support. TNC still have all their cores alive. Raven's going to be looking for the Phantom Strike away, straight into the haste. Envy's still chasing, but he doesn't have a blink, and looks like Fnatic do not have the gap close. They got the rifts, they got the solar crests. TNC seemingly not in any position to contest this one. I don't know about going on the Dragon Knight like that. And the Shadow Fiend just had to spend so much money on defensive items this game. At least he's got his Lincoln Sphere now, but mid tower going to drop very quickly, and they've actually managed to catch out the Slardar over on the other side. He does manage to get the crush off. Can he get the blink out? He won't be able to. Envy finds it, but he does get up onto the high ground. Stunned for 4 seconds, but TNC will be able to threaten them back. Bottom lane's being pushed all the while by Raven, so Fnatic just going to force their way up onto the high ground. There is no Radiant Glyph available for a little bit. Abed still standing strong. He's popped the Dragon form for this. They need to be careful about how long they stick around. Bottom lane is getting pushed in somewhat. Tims does jump into the Sprout, and that's trouble for him as he gets reality rifted and brought down. No buyback available. TNC, that's their reliable stun. That's their reliable initiation. All they've got now is the Night Stalker and a Sprout. Abed knows that he can just sit up here, up on the front lines. He's not really in any danger of getting bursted. He's always going to be able to get off the BKB. He's always going to be able to get off the cheese. They do now have a buyback available. Buyback on the Slardar. Can they actually keep them here? The Dragon Knight ultimate about to fade, but Fnatic just on the run out. Sam H chasing forward. They know that they have to find something. Envy still got the Aegis. I think he just wants to keep on fighting. The Armel right clicks are doing some work. They're just going to focus on the Slaughter again. Without those stuns, how can TNC fight? They're still going for it. Abed going toe-to-toe. Still has that cheese. BKBs now. Cheese in a little bit. Envy's just getting sprouted, though. He's stuck. He can't actually participate in these fights. He's being controlled, though they get the break onto the PA. DJ jumps in. Doesn't get the burst strike onto anybody. Whips pretty wildly. Sam H also buying back into this game. Age now finally getting popped. Pilot Eye stuck inside of the trees as they send the Dragon Knight skyward. He's still pretty tanky. Sam H now gets muscled down. Raven's trying to heal up in the fountain, but with no BKB, I don't know if he can really even commit into this, and the chain stun from Fnatic is just way too much. Raven at least finds one kill on the Sand King, but Fnatic will not be repelled. They're here to stay inside of the TNC base. They get that first lane of racks. Shadow Fiend's dead for 70 seconds with no buyback available. And Fnatic are just going to go for the throat. They have so much push. They got held off in the laning stage. That Nature's Prophet pick not working, I think, the way that they were hoping it would. Teams have been banning it against them so much recently. Try and take a fight on their terms. Armel doesn't even have max souls at the moment. A little bit worrying. Sims is going to have to be the one to lead the charge. They don't have the night vision, but, well, they don't have it from the Slaughter, but they do have it from the Night Stalker. They're going to look for Pylai Die here. Should be able to get this kill quite easily, but I don't know if that really matters all that much. Abed's got a double damage on this Dragon Knight. He's about to go to work. Envy already bringing down the Slaughter. This has been such a hard game for him. Abed getting gone on. He does get hit by the Abyssal Blade, but he's just way too tanky. Armel drops the Requiem, but what does it matter? Raven now getting kited somewhat. They're going to lose the Nature's Prophet. Armel on the run from Envy. Raven just going to get right-click down. They've got the Solar Crest to help against the evasion. Armel clears a wave and keeps on running. Looks like he will be the sole survivor for TNC, but Fnatic will now just begin their march straight down mid. And yeah, there you go. TNC, they've still got the rest of the best of 5 to try and bring this back, but they are the ones who are going to lose this first game. Fnatic really making a statement. They let them have the Prophet. They fought TNC on their own turf. And this was not exactly the same situation that TNC were in the previous game, but I think, again, they do need to come out of the laning stage. So, swing and a miss so far. Abed doing very well. Just yes, I'm not going to say doubling it up, but he's 2 and 2. Universe, there's a stun into the roll. They got the damage. He's got the Fairy Fire, but it's not going to be enough to save him. Beautiful stun from Cuckoo from the tree line. DJ coming in to try and help out, but he's got boots, but so does Cuckoo. They're chasing after him. Universe does jump forward. DJ can't afford to press the battery assault. Would slow him down just that little bit. The rolling boulder somehow connects and they kick Abed back on mid. Armel needs a few more hits to finish it. He's slow. One more touch. Fairy Fire helping out. They need the vision. All right. Tims might pay for this one with his life. Can the salve keep him alive? He's not even going to try. Does just end up going down. DJ running in now, but a little bit too long on the Viper respawn. Tim, same kind of story as DJ. Hey, look, there's some free experience here. Let me just grab that real fast. You didn't want this, right, Tide? Oop, Armel getting his salve canceled. Abed's going for it. He has another poison attack soon. Armel's just dead. Oh, does manage to get the imprisonment off. Cuckoo whips the stun. Armel with the damage. Might actually get the kill first. Nope, Abed's gonna not survive, actually. Cuckoo. Another lightning. 1 second's time. Can he get Pi? Oh, gets fogged at the last second. What build is Abed going for? Just some treads so far, nothing too heavy on the commitment. DJ trying to snipe the courier, but they do have the courier shield available. Oh, rolling it onto Envy. Tims has the boulder smash, actually just kicks him back underneath the tower. Can they land the stun? They won't. Cuckoo whiffs, and now DJ comes in. Will protect Envy. He locks them inside of the cogs, and I don't think they can even go for the DJ kill. They will turn their attention towards him. There is yet another gush. Tim's waiting for cooldowns, also waiting for mana. Envy just around the corner, just needs to run back. DJ's going to check his fate. He might even be able to get a cogs and a TP out here in the trees. Now Sam H ends up inside, and one more auto attack is going to do it, though at the same time, Abed finding a kill on the mid lane. Just Pilot Eye and Abed running down the OD. Yeah, this matchup is starting to look pretty difficult for the OD. I mean, he does have 2 deaths, so that's kind of tilting things a little bit. If he also had treads, then he might be able to go toe-to-toe with the Viper to a certain extent. TNC support's now over at mid. They're going to be able to get the defensive imprison out, but I don't know. This might still be trouble for Leshrac. He's being slowed down. Paladai just sitting back here with his point and upheaval, and Cuckoo actually just ticking out. Abed, a little bit more damage. Tims doesn't actually have the fatal bonds on him. Cuckoo's juking around the trees. They get the stun onto Abed. Can they kill him off? Tims can't find the angle. The flare is actually what ends up getting the kill. DJ sniping that dominating streak. I didn't even realize that Cuckoo had a dominating streak. There are some TP responses possible from TNC, though. But this is going to be dangerous. They can't afford to die the tower while the Tidehunter has Ravage. They're going on Envy down bottom. But he's still got that Sunder. And over at mid lane, they've now gone on Raven. Chaotic Offering going to get dropped. They really want this kill, but the Tide's TPing in, and he's got that Ravage available. Pylai die. Abed going to run for it. Still gets clipped on the edge. Pai's going to go down. Abed not going to try for the TP out. Universe also trying to help. They did lose the Lycan in the end. The summons are still chasing. The troll trap's already been used. Sam H dropping pretty low to the Warlock Golem. DJ still continuing with the dive, and so is Tims. He's going to throw down the Magnetize and just hope to get this Viper kill. He will be able to do so. Cuckoo still running. The orb just barely clips Tims, and he will be brought down. DJ ticking low. Cuckoo just needs to get in range for the Lightning Storm. The Magnetize not going to be enough to finish him. 29 HP remaining. Cuckoo turns around and drops the stun onto Universe. Now we're going to try and burn him down. Universe jaunts a short distance away. Can he finish him? The lightning's still on cooldown. Looks like Universe might be okay. Pai's going to come in with the heal. Cuckoo. Oh, DJ's around the corner. There's the battery assault. I don't think he can get any spells off. He's also going to get stunned up by the hook. Oh, that was so nicely played by Fnatic. And you know the orb comes through from Universe just to ensure that kill. And that's going to be his Blink Dagger now. And I don't think this is all doom and gloom, but they need to keep using this Lycan. I'm going to pop the ultimate. Who do they see? It is Envy here on his Terrorblade. They should have the chain stun. They kick him down onto the low ground. He's got the Sunder. Not using it just yet. Won't even get the opportunity to. It's finished off. Universe looking for the turnaround. Dreamcoil getting popped. Cuckoo doesn't have a TP. Tim's does. He's out of there. And nobody on Fnatic really there to counter initiate. I don't know if they have if it's a conscious pattern or an unconscious pattern, but this is really their favorite place to smoke. So they're gonna come in and try and push down bottom, but they're jumping up at top. They've managed to find Armel farming inside the jungle. Fnatic with 4 heroes descending on top of him. Find an easy kill. They did use the hook shot for that, so initiation potential reduced. They kind of push out mid lane a little bit. They're showing Envy, showing that Envy is kind of down bottom. But they know that the OD is going to be farming away from his team. He's not interested in being right behind them. Oh, they are coming rolling in here. Tim's going to find the Boulder Smack out onto 2. Envy getting chain stunned. They also drop the Ravage. Pilot Eye won't be able to get off the Chaotic Offering. Beautiful play from Tim's. Universe does a bit of damage on his way out, but they've still got the creep wave. And TNC, this could be a big opportunity. They're looking towards the tier 2, and Fnatic don't really have pressure anywhere else. Great vision also in this area for TNC, so they could continue to look for a little bit more of a fight. Though with the Ravage down, they need to be careful about sticking around a little bit too long. Can they burst down this Viper? He's somewhat tanky, but they've got the chain stun. This time around, Abed finished. Fnatic still trying to spam and hold on to this bottom tier 2. Raven did pop the Lycan ultimate. Still kind of hunting for him, and a little bit suspicious that nobody is defending this bottom tier 2, but Fnatic instead would like to grab the top tier 1. With his Force Staff ready. Envy sitting up on the high ground. He comes down to the low ground. Now he's going to get rolled on top of Silence, but the Boulder Smash just barely connects. He makes it up onto the high ground. Can they burst him down? He's still got the Sunder. Needs to use it now before the Sandy's Eclipse comes out. He's still alive, but looks like the Magnetize might finish him. Armel linked up to Tim's. Will end up killing him. The Force Staff already used, so I don't really see any escape for this OD, but they might just need to turn this one and fight. Well, not even fight. Turn tail and run. Raven gonna try and get his way out of this Cogs. Still has a pretty good duration left on the Lycan ultimate, so he's going to be able to shapeshift his way out of there. DJ trying to kill off that Necrobook minion, because it means that they can't actually put any weight or any real threat behind this push at top. Been a nice little bit of wolf scouting. I guess that's another part of what's been going on here. Come on, DJ. Boulder Smash not going to catch. He will get rolled on top of. Force Staff away. Secondary Force Staff also available from Abed. TP coming in from Envy. They know that the Tidehunter is bot, so they want this fight. Envy going to pop the Metamorphosis, and they go for Tim's. Can they get more? They've found Cuckoo over on the other side. He's going on a Pylite die. He's going to drop the Chaotic Offering to cancel the TP. They really want this Leshrac dead, but they will grab the kill. DJ almost dropping. Fnatic, what's the follow-up objective here? Can they head straight into the Roshan? TNC are thinking about it. Probably not in time. 5, 4. He's trying to find a sneaky angle, but he gives it away a little bit with that rocket flare. Now he Force Steps up onto the high ground. Cuckoo thinks it's coming this way. DJ's coming in from the other angle. He's sizing it up. Can he get it? No, Armel's found him. He's sitting right on top of a ward. He gets stunned. Tim's is also there. They don't want to risk anything when it comes to this Roshan. Abed's also here, though. They're going to be able to bonds them up to the Rosh. This is really dangerous. Oh, man. Fnatic might actually be able to contest this. Have to be so careful about what they do here, but looks like they should be able to claim it. Envy also coming over. He's thinking about it. They've got the Aegis up onto the OD, and he jumps straight forward. They're hunting for Abed. Universe gets the Silence and the Coil out onto 3. Really nice counter initiation. They've still got these bonds going to work. Now with the Reflection, they might just lose the Aegis immediately. Raven can't even fight with the Shapeshift. Abed's just standing his ground. Envy pops the BKB running forward. Doesn't have the Metamorphosis, but looks like it doesn't really matter too much. Armel does not get silenced. He'll be able to fight Envy somewhat. And now TNC able to regroup. They've lost their 2 supports, but looks like they should be able to get Envy. A few more auto attacks to bring him down. Universe thinks about jumping back in. He's got the orb. Can they at least pop this Aegis? Looks like potentially not. Universe needs to wait. They have to just do a little bit more damage. How is Armel still alive? They pop the Ravage now. Universe might get turned around on. Sanity's Eclipse, triple kill for Armel. TNC kiting and kiting and kiting. Looks like they will end up losing Sam H after all is said and done, but Still a nice fight. They got the Roshan. Abed finally managing to chase him down. The most important thing is keeping that Aegis intact. Ooh, did they see this observer? Oh my god, Cuckoo has been so on point with these D wards. Actually ridiculous. Shrine fight might be scary though. They're gonna pop the shapeshift, they just want this. Tim's gonna go in, they find Pylite Die, should be able to burst him. Can he get the chaotic offering off? No, he's silenced, and now they've got the slow. Abed also trapped, he's already used the Force Staff, and he's dead. Double kill for Armel. BKB getting popped by Raven. They've used the Dream Coil, so now they don't really have much control for this OD. Envy. Scary, but maybe not scary enough. Sam H sitting on the front lines, has the Ravage at the ready, not worried at all about getting bursted while the Viper is still dead. Armel just gonna jump in with his Arcane Rune. Envy doesn't want to have to pop the BKB in a bad situation, but TNC much faster push this game than they had in the previous. They get that first lane of racks quickly, and now they're going to keep fishing for these buybacks. Still no glyph available. The buyback is going to come in from the Viper. DJ sitting on the edge. Envy forced to pop his BKB. He now uses the Metamorphosis and knows that he just has to fight. Can they burst down the Tidehunter? They will be able to, but they also have to try and catch more. Universe is going to keep on chasing. He's got that Yules. Closes the gap onto Raven. Still no shapeshift. Still no BKB. Fnatic really want this kill. Universe trying to slow him down. Do they have any more interrupts? DJ gonna try with the cogs. They also drop the chaotic offering. They 100% need this Lycan kill. And looks like Envy should be able to finish him off. Metamorphosis dwindling now. Roshan. Super fast respawn. Oh my god. For Fnatic even gonna scout it? Knows that his team has his back. Bottom lane's getting pushed in. Fnatic, this isn't great. They're gonna have to send some TPs back to deal with the base, but if they do that, they're going to be giving up any chance whatsoever of claiming an objective here. They're going to jump, they drop the Dream Coil, but it's only onto one. They can't really find the OD. He's got the BKB, drops down to about half HP. Immediately imprisons himself and should be able to get the blink out if he's got the angle right. Tim's also there with the Boulder Smash onto a couple. Magnetizes on everyone. Tim's going to pay for this with his life, but it doesn't really matter. Sandwich slides forward. There's the Ravage. They find one more on the high ground. Pie's dead. Envy just forced to BKB TP out. DJ finds a little hidey hole in the trees, and he will also escape. Universe a little bit too mobile, I think, at this point to be caught, but that was... I think as soon as they came past the river, that was kind of a no-win situation for them. But it's a difficult call to make because you feel like you use that buyback, you have to get something. Terrorblade's got his butterfly now. Envy's getting stronger. Fnatic are pinned inside of their base. The net worth lead continues to just escalate and escalate and escalate. Fnatic don't feel like they can go anywhere and farm or do anything. They're just completely trapped. TNC gonna pick the softer target. They're gonna go in. They drop the chaotic offering. Envy, where's that damage? They need to do the work. Universe is being hexed up. Armel pops the BKB. Universe is still surviving, and OD actually ends up breaking the Dream Coil. He's brought down once, but can they do it again? They still have the Ravage. Sam H just needs to stay alive. Raven did pop the shapeshift, and he popped his BKB. TNC in two minds about actually going in here. Cuckoo, he's been dewarding so immaculately this entire game, and then here at a really pivotal moment, missing the one. Chaotic Offering's on cooldown for a little bit, but they at least had the Dream Coil back up again. They should now realize that it's an Aghanim's Dream Coil. TNC just trying to split them up. Pylite Die gets a decent bond, out into a couple. Envy runs forward, but he gets immediately hexed. Should get bursted down here with the Sandy's Eclipse. Puts an end to him. He doesn't have a buyback, and that might just be the end of Fnatic's hopes here in game number 2. Raven chasing forward with the crits. Pie's gonna buy back, but they are straight under the racks, TNC. Glyph does get popped. Abed doing everything that he can, but all that he can do is kind of pop down another toxin and hope that scares them away. TNC unafraid. Everybody's still on full HP. Armel with yet another hex. Jumps forward. 3 hits potentially to kill Pie. That's going to be enough. He's still got the Pike to push himself backwards. The Ravage now finally coming in. They didn't even need it to win this fight. I doubted the Lycan pick a little bit. I really thought Terrorblade was going to be able to do more this game, but TNC... good rotations out of the 2 supports. Pretty good patience. Fnatic, I think, really feeling the fact that they had Universe on the puck as opposed to the Beastmaster.